breath and get ready to go deeper into worship. Our prelude this morning is actually composed by Liz Benjamin, our own Liz Benjamin, played by Dr. Sarah Huff.
Steadiness, the unwavering support of community, the principled guidance of wise teachings, the faithful turning of the seasons. We seek within ourselves and one another a devotion to all that is true, all that is just, all that is beautiful. We gather here to re-ground ourselves and to reorient toward our heart's calling. Here we hold on to what is good, what we believe, and what we must do. With resolute and compassionate hearts, let us worship together. And let us join our voices together in our opening hymn, which is number 34 in the gray hymnal, Though I May Speak with Bravest Fire. Please rise in body or spirit.
Unitarian Universalist faith. We light this flame, an enduring. I think it's going to be okay, folks. We light this flame, an enduring symbol of our collective commitment to lead with truth and compassion. Let's say our covenant together. We covenant to speak honestly and listen deeply to each other and the voice within. Treat each other with compassion and honor our differences. Take responsibility for the impact our words, actions, and inactions have on each other. Support each other in times of need and of grief, and celebrate the beauty and joy in our lives. Honor the gifts of the past and be gentle with each other as we grow. Encourage each other in the brave work of creating a more beloved community and a healthy, sustainable world. And forgive each other and start again.
Good morning. Today in our spiritual exploration program, children in pre-K through grade 4 will be exploring the wonder question, what makes love strong? And they can explore this question today through parachute games, by building a welcoming, love-filled village, free play, and more. And the middle school youth group will be getting ready for their service project fundraiser next week that builds on all they've been learning about animal welfare and care. They'll also have the opportunity to share their ideas about this topic through drawing and poetry. When we sing everybody out, the pre-K through 4 group will exit through the front here, the middle school group will exit through the back, and if this is your child's first time joining our program, please come with them to fill out our short registration form, and then you can either return to service or stay with them if you'd like. And Children's Chapel will be dismissed from the room between the vestry and the School Street vestibule around 11:15. Adults, please be sure to sign out your children before you go, and youth will meet back up with their adults in coffee hour. Now, let's sing out our children and youth as they go.
So you probably all noticed that I'm a little giddy today. I'm gonna do this. I'm giddy because I'm having 3 other black women at my home for brunch this afternoon. And it's gonna be fun. I love these women. And we have some announcements. The Racial Justice Group will meet this Wednesday, March 18th from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. in person and by Zoom. Please contact Barbara Thompson if you'd like to learn more and to attend. And the final lecture in the Clark Lecture Series will be this coming Saturday, March 21st. We're excited to hear from Aaron Hartman, a church member and Montpelier Public Schools graduate, about coral reef restoration. Dessert, beverages, and social time begin at 6 o'clock p.m. with tickets for sale today during coffee hour. The lecture is free. And now we get ready for our offering. Generosity is both a spiritual practice and a practice that is central to the well-being of our church community. It's a blessing and a privilege for our free church tradition to support the shared values of this congregation with the generosity of our collective financial resources. Each month we have a community pouch recipient, and this month's community pouch recipient is Good Beginnings of Central Vermont. There's a little description in your order of service about their work and their mission. And now we'll have a musical offering by Patti Casey, Stronger Than That. In 2017, it was offered as an anthem of hope, inclusion, and peaceful resistance.
Hello, friends. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. When the storm is rolling in and our hopes start to fade, that's when we rise as one, our spirits like a blade. We are many, we are mighty, even when we are afraid, 'cause we are stronger than that. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. We will not yield to hatred, to lies, or to shame. Our power lives in courage, and our love, it is not tame. If the lights go out on justice, we will light a flame, 'cause we are stronger than that. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. To everyone who's turned away, we open up our town. If fear can build a wall, love can tear it down, and then we'll build a bigger table for all to gather around, 'cause we are stronger than that. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. Love is
Thank you so much, Patti, for that song. It meant so much back in 2017 and means so much today. Thank you. And thank you to all of you for the generosity of your financial gifts offered this morning. As we've been saying already today in this time of beginning our stewardship drive, it is our collective resources of all kinds, including our donations and contributions, that make us stronger and allow us to make a difference in the world. So thank you. In our community of care and belonging, we hold one another with love in times of joy and in times of sorrow. And in that spirit, we share in the ritual of lighting candles of joy and concern twice a month. We enter into this sacred time knowing that the world beyond these walls is also full of joy and also so very full of sorrow. We are connected to communities beyond ours in different parts of Vermont, the country, and the world, where unconscionable pain is being inflicted through weapons of war, be they missiles, drones, or starvation, where fear and terror are felt in the bodies of children left motherless and fatherless, and also where there are people joined in prayer and song just like us, where laughter still surrounds kitchen tables, and neighbors still share meals to celebrate a birth or to break the fast. During our ritual of lighting candles, we turn our attention to one another, to the joys and milestones, challenges and losses that shape the days of those of you who are part of this community. In just a moment, I'll invite you, if you are in the sanctuary, to come forward, to share your name, and to briefly share in a few sentences the joy or concern that's on your heart before lighting a candle. You may also wish to come forward and light a candle in silence. As a reminder, the service is being live streamed, so anything shared here in the room is also shared with our live stream viewers. And this portion of the service will be removed before we put the video in our worship archive. There was a lot shared this morning, and so I'll invite us to take a breath together. And also knowing that there is much that is being held in the silence of our hearts this morning as well. I invite you to join me in a time of meditation and prayer. Spirit of life, source of compassion. We come together this morning grateful for our beating, pulsing hearts, and also heavy with the weight of forces that feel beyond our control, wreaking havoc upon communities near and far. A poet wrote, "I held an atlas in my lap, ran my fingers across the whole world and whispered, 'Where does it hurt?' It answered, 'Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere.'" Tehran, Beirut, West Bloomfield, Dili, South Burlington, Ramallah, Shoham, Darfur. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Spirit of compassion, the pain is everywhere. We grieve, we lament. We search our hearts for the courage to say something, to do something, to show up in faithful witness with our bodies and with our voices. And in this moment, what we have is our prayer. What we have is our intention. What we have is our love. Love we can feel in our hearts and extend with faith and with hope everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And so may this prayer not end with these words. May it live in the quiet choices we make, in the courage we summon, in the compassion we practice with one another and with the world. May our hearts remain open to the pain that is everywhere, and also to the possibility that love, too, can be everywhere. Amen, and blessed be. And let us now join in a time of quiet meditation together. I have two readings that I want to share with you today. The first is A Charm for Hope, a String by Julian Jamaica Soto. This is a charm for hope. The first thing to do is tie a string around your finger. Remember that you are not alone. Think of the ways that our best shared futures are braided inextricably with your own present and your destiny. The second thing is to untie the string and let the knots and tightness fall away. Let the burden of bleakness roll off your sore shoulders. Resistance on these opaque horizons only requires one source of strength, one ray of light. Remember that persistence doesn't require all the answers up front, only one. Fortunately for all of us, we have one response: to remain together through awkward times and happy ones. We remember and we find our resolve in one another. And an excerpt from the novel The Bingo Palace by Louise Erdrich. Love won't be tampered with. Love won't go away. Push it to one side and it creeps to the other. Throw it in the garbage and it springs up clean. Try to root it out and it only flourishes. Love is a weed, a dandelion that you poison from your heart. The tap roots wait. The seeds blow off, ticklish, into a part of the yard you didn't spray. And one day, though you worked, though you prodded out each spiky leaf, you lift your eyes and dozens of fat, golden faces bob in the grass. Love keeps showing up. Try to root it out and it only flourishes, the poet says. I was reminded of this kind of persistent love while thinking about one particular Saturday morning this past fall, when nearly 24 members and friends of this congregation gathered on the church lawn before walking together to the No Kings rally at the State House. People of all ages stood side by side, holding signs in support of democracy before heading up Court Street together. At the rally, one of our youth, who has been raised alongside caring and courageous members of this congregation her whole life, stepped up to the microphone. She spoke about where she finds hope and how young people in her school and community are leading the way toward a more just future. Her words were clear and courageous, and many of us felt pride and affirmation in witnessing our shared values expressed through her voice. Love is stronger. Love and resolve together form a taproot for courageous action that helps shape the world toward justice and liberation. In our Unitarian Universalist tradition, love is not just a feeling, it is a commitment, a practice, a force whose movement through us and into the world precedes us and will continue long after us. Our spiritual ancestors understood this. One of those people was Olympia Brown. Olympia Brown was ordained as a Universalist minister in 1863, the year before this church was founded. She was the first woman ordained by a recognized religious denomination in the United States at a time when most churches would not allow women in the pulpit at all. Brown's parents were born in Plymouth, Vermont, where they learned to be self-reliant, living off the land and directing their own intellectual pursuits. Brown's grandfather was actually the great-grandfather of President Calvin Coolidge. And before she was born, Olympia Brown's parents moved west to Michigan, where friends and relatives had already gone before them and founded the town of Schoolcraft. Brown was born and raised in a one-room log house just north of there. She was privileged in her early education, attending a female boarding school and later Antioch College. But when she sought admission to a theological school, she found that most institutions would not admit women. This included Meadville Theological School, a Unitarian seminary. And so she wrote to the president of St. Lawrence University, a Universalist school, and was eventually given permission to matriculate. Even so, she battled there against the prejudice and the sexism that were rampant among both classmates and professors. Brown was a student during the Civil War and found the university community deeply divided. These divisions did not lead to predictable views on social issues. She was surprised to find that those who advocated for abolition were often the same people who did not support expanding ministry to women. And upon graduating, Brown had difficulty finding a congregation. She was eventually invited to fill the pulpit for the Reverend Eli Ballou, a founding member of this church. His pulpit was at the Universalist Church in Marshfield, Vermont. Olympia Brown was welcomed into their pulpit, though she had a hard time finding anyone who was willing to offer her lodging. She stayed and preached there, as well as in East Montpelier, for just a few months before returning home to Michigan to help her family, who had been through some difficult times. And she later moved on to ministries in Massachusetts and Connecticut and Wisconsin. Throughout her ministry, Brown preached that God's love would ultimately prevail over fear, over judgment, and exclusion. She proclaimed that love was strong enough to bring us into harmony and communion with the divine, a message that has been passed down to our Unitarian Universalist congregations today. And for Brown, these beliefs had real consequences. She spoke publicly for women's rights and suffrage at a time when doing so was controversial, unpopular, and often openly unwelcome. But she insisted that the message of love demanded justice. Brown not only believed in the power of love, she lived it with remarkable resolve, and she encouraged the congregations that she served to live it as well. It was during her ministry with the congregation in Weymouth, Massachusetts, that she was encouraged to accept the invitation of Lucy Stone to lead a speaking campaign for a women's suffrage amendment in the newly established state of Kansas. And while she was away for some months, the Weymouth congregation took up the work of renovating the church building. This included converting the basement from a meat market into a reading and lecture room and social space. Much better uses for a church community, I think. Though her message was countercultural and defied powerful forces, she continued throughout her life, along with the congregations that she served, to proclaim that love demands freedom, justice, and peace for all. Resolute love keeps our Unitarian Universalist faith going, generation after generation. From the struggle for freedom from slavery, to the fight for women's right to vote, to offering refuge from war and genocide, to the right for all people to marry whom they please, and to these ongoing struggles of our own time, Unitarian Universalists have responded through our words and our deeds with love that is strong and persistent, through strife and division, through war and suppression, through disaster and loss, despite our fear. We have created and sustained communities where love continues to show up. And we see love's strength right here in the life of this community every week. We feel it on Sunday mornings when we open our doors to anyone seeking deeper connection, acceptance, and refuge from the world's chaos. We hear it in the compassionate words of adults who nurture curiosity and wonder and kindness in our children and our youth. We know it through the deep listening and trust that grow in small groups and quiet conversations. We see it when people organize meals for someone going through a difficult time. And we witness this love in the ways that our church shows up for our broader community. Hosting gatherings, providing shelter, supporting justice work, and offering a place to be welcomed, to connect with others, and to encounter beauty. Together, these moments create something powerful, a community where love is practiced and where people are reminded that they do not have to face life alone. Communities like ours do not happen by accident. They exist because generation after generation, people have made a commitment to sustain them. And one way we sustain this community is through our financial generosity. Stewardship at its heart is not really about money. It's about love. It's about the ways that we care for something that matters deeply to us. When we make a financial pledge to support this congregation, we're doing more than balancing a budget. We are helping to sustain the ministries that nurture our spirits and strengthen our community. Our pledges help cultivate the conditions where love can continue to grow. When we make a financial pledge, we are saying this community matters, this ministry matters, this work of love matters. And it matters because love is stronger than the forces of annihilation and extermination. Love demands the flourishing of life. Love is stronger than racial, gender, or religious supremacy. Love thrives in plurality. Love is stronger than the forces of extraction and destruction. Love demands care for all beings on this earth. This is the love that guides us in our ministry and our work in the world as a religious community. A pledge is an expression of faith in this ministry. Faith not only in what this congregation has been, but in what we can continue to become. As your minister and as a parent of a child, now a youth, growing up in this community, I have deep faith in who this congregation is, in what we do together, and in all that we are yet becoming. And so my spouse and I pledge a financial contribution to UCM's operating budget every year. This year, as we consider our pledge, we have reflected on what UCM means to us and to our broader community, as well as our own financial capacity. And like most of you, we are feeling the pressure of rising costs, and we have our own personal circumstances, student loans, mortgage, and other factors to weigh in our discernment. We also believe that religious communities like ours have a unique role to play in this moment, a moment that feels as though it is teetering between collapse and possibility. Together, we reviewed the giving guidelines in this year's pledge materials to help us determine the right amount for our pledge, and we are pledging $4,600 to the coming church year's budget. I encourage you to give thoughtful consideration to how your own financial capacity and your commitment to this congregation's mission meet in this moment, and to pledge as generously as you are able. Our pledges will come in all different amounts, but together, these pledges provide the collective resources that make our shared ministry possible. Louise Erdrich writes that love is like a dandelion. It spreads, it takes root, it appears in places where we might not expect it. This kind of love can be threatening to those who seek power through violence, repression, and control. But as the saying goes, they tried to bury us, but they didn't know that we were seeds. Through rough terrain and despite unfavorable conditions, our love spreads and grows. Together, we are cultivating something that is deeply needed in our time, a community rooted in compassion, sustained by generosity, and guided by the enduring truth that love is stronger. May we continue to nurture that love right here among us and far beyond these walls. So may it be. Our closing hymn today is Hold Fast to Love. The words will be projected up front. We'll be singing the first verse twice through. And I invite you to rise now in body or spirit to join our voices together.
We now extinguish our chalice. Please join me. We welcome all as we build a loving community to nurture each person's spiritual journey, serve human need, and protect the earth, our home.
And let us hold fast to love. A love made strong with our words and our actions, a love that persists and endures with help from one another. May our love spread as seeds and roots so that compassion, justice, and peace might grow and thrive in this, our precious world. And we conclude our service with the postlude.